Okay, we are now on slide 4. Step 1, you're going to add a label to column A. So when you come up here, here's your column A. And this top row, that will be where all of our labels that kind of show us what information is provided in that column will be. So in the first row, that's going to be the name of the item that you chose. So I'm just going to type in item. You could type in supply, Amazon, item, I don't care. Whatever you want there, name, go ahead and type that into cell A1. And then after that, head back to the spreadsheet, or not the spreadsheet, excuse me, the slideshow. Okay, now for step 2, you are going to copy and paste, and you have to do it one at a time, but you're going to copy and paste the name of the 5 items that you choose. So I'm going to need to open up go back to the tab with the Panther Parlor products, Amazon products, and let's just say one of my items, I'm going to do the heart-shaped rim sunglasses. So I'm just going to select it, click and drag, copy it, Control C, go to my spreadsheet. So now I'm coming back down here, and in cell A2, I select it, and then I hit Control V. Now, don't worry right now that the formatting is off. You can see that it extended way past column A. We will fix that later. So go ahead now and do that 4 more times. Go back to your Panther Parlor document, select it, copy it, paste it into each cell. And then go ahead and pause me, and then I'll show you what mine looks like after I've done mine and after you've done yours. So pause me now. Okay, so hopefully you already copied and pasted your 5 items like I did. And so now this is what your spreadsheet should look like mine. If it doesn't have this blue and they're not underlined like that, don't worry about that. So every time you do something to your spreadsheet, you're going to want to make sure to save it because it doesn't save automatically. So we already saved it once the proper way where we did the save as, and we saved it to our OneDrive and we titled it. So from now on, when you go to save, you can either just hit Control S, or you can come up here and click on this floppy disk icon. It's not going to do anything. You're not going to see that. It's not going to say like, oh, you just saved this. Nothing's going to pop up. So a lot of times you're like, wait a minute, did I do that or not? You did. Don't worry about that. Okay, so now that we've got our 5 items, we're going to go ahead and fix this so that these items are all in column A instead of spanning across multiple columns. All right, I apologize if this is a little jumpy. Recording, sorry. You're probably like, huh? But I got ahead of myself here. This is step 3 on slide 4, where we're going to be extending column A and then wrapping the text. So back there. All right, so here's how we can make this all fit. There are 2 different ways. So you can take, see where it says column A. See this line that is in between column A and B. If you hover over that, notice that your cursor turns into that like double arrowed, I don't know what the heck you would call that thing, but you see what I'm talking about. So you can click, once it turns like that, you can click and you can drag to extend that out. Now you don't want to drag it, I don't know how long your items are, but you don't want to drag it all the way out this long because that's just way too big. It makes the column way too big. So instead of doing that, you can just click and drag it out just a little bit, maybe like so. But notice they still don't all fit in column A. That's okay. So you've extended column A, and now we're going to do what's called wrap the text. Okay, sorry. I had to have some words with some students that were being a little too loud for my liking. So regardless, so what you're going to do now, because you want to wrap the text, is you're going to click on column A. So I just went up there, hovered, and then I clicked on the column. That's going to select the entire column. So now you're saying, I want the entire column. And make sure you're on your home tab, which you should be. From the home tab, you're going to come right here where it says wrap text. And you're going to click that. So basically, you're telling it to wrap, when the text gets to the end of column A, wrap it to make it go back down to the next line. So now that you've done that, this should be now what your document looks like. Go ahead and save it, Control S, or click the floppy disk icon, and then you are done with slide 4.